Let's talk about negative exponents today. Let's say we have 5 to the power of negative 2. All we need to do in order to solve this is to write this as a fraction with a positive exponent in the denominator. So to put it in simplest terms, and then I'm going to break it down a little bit, all you would write is 5 to the power of positive 2 as the denominator under 1. Now let's break this down and see what we get. We get 1, and we know that 5 to the power of 2 is 25. So first off, let's look at 5 to the positive 2. We know that's the same as saying 5 times 5, which is 25. So notice the difference between our answers. We have a whole 25, and we have a fraction, 1 over 25. So we did the opposite of what we would do with multiplication. Let's look at this in the way of quotient powers property. Let's say we have 5 to the power of 3 over 5 to the power of 5. We know, because of the quotient of powers property, that that's the same as saying 5 to the power of 3 minus 5, which is 5 minus 2 to the power of 5 minus 2. So let's break this down to solve it. So we have 5 times 5 times 5 over 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And we just cross multiply. And we are left with 1 over 5 times 5, or 5 to the power of 2, or 1 over 25. So whenever you have a negative exponent, you are just going to write it as a unit fraction over a positive exponent. So let's evaluate this one. 3 to the power of negative 4. So we wrote it as a unit fraction with the positive exponent in its denominator, 1 over 3 to the power of 4. And we evaluate this as 1 over 81. What if we had 4 to the power of negative 2? We would just write this as 1 over 4 to the power of 2. And we would evaluate this as 1 over 16. Now look at these positive ones. If we were to do this positively, if we did 3 to the power of 4, we would just have 81. If we would have 4 to the power of positive 2, we would have just 16. So notice our reciprocal when we do it as a negative.